And would you believe it? It is completely raining and total thunderstorm, and it looks like my internet is kind of going in and out. So we are going to attempt to do this live video here, but hey, this is live. I can't control the weather, but let's keep on going. Hi, my name is Jamie, and I am creator and owner of Handmade Kids Art, where I focus on STEAM activities for preschoolers, along with creative drawing ideas for kids. Now, my background is I'm a certified art instructor, having taught at the elementary art level in a traditional classroom setting, and I've also taught online high school as well. So I have a unique combination of teaching experience. But really, I became passionate about our youngest learners at the preschool level after having my own children. They're ages 6, 4, and 2 right now. And really through them, I've been able to appreciate so much more the enthusiasm and natural curiosity that preschoolers have, which makes STEAM activities so perfect at the preschool level. Now, as I stated in the beginning, today we are kicking off our 5-day STEAM challenge. All this week, I'm going to be bringing you one simple challenge activity for you to try with your child or student with just a few simple materials. Now, let's talk about STEAM, what it is first. You may be more familiar with the term STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. But I propose we need to add art to STEM and turn it into STEAM. Because thinking like a scientist, thinking like a mathematician is all the same as thinking like an artist. It all comes down to being a problem solver. And that's what these STEAM challenges are designed to do for your young learner. They propose a question or investigation, and your child needs to problem solve and come up with their own unique solution. So essentially, that's what STEAM is all about. It's about thinking creatively, using those critical thinking skills, and being a problem solver. So today, we are getting started with day 1. Now, you can follow along with this entire challenge on our website completely for free. There's no cost to this. This is a completely free 5-day challenge, and you can sign up by going to handmadekidsart.com. Go to /blog, and it's the first post in there. And don't worry, right after this video, I will go ahead and put the link in the comments to make it really easy for you. So if you want to follow along and take a look at all 5 challenges, or take a look at the materials list ahead of time, you can go, I'll put the link in so you can access it there. Now, you can also follow along on our Facebook page here. I'll be broadcasting each challenge. I'll be introducing it live every day this week at noon Central Time. So if you're able, if you're in Central Time on your lunch hour, to tune in. Otherwise, you can view the replay at your convenience as well. And I'll be posting on Instagram, so if you're over there, check out at Handmade Kids Art to find us on what the daily challenge is. So let's get into what today's challenge is. Day 1, we are talking about who can build the best nest. And this STEAM challenge is actually based off the book, The Best Nest. Let me start again. That's kind of a tongue twister, right? The Best Nest by P.D. Eastman. There, I finally got it out. P.D. Eastman, The Best Nest. Now, if you aren't familiar with this book, or you don't have the book, I have actually attached a video clip of the story in our challenge site on the website. So don't feel like you have to go out and buy the book to do the challenge. That is not the point. But having the book or a video clip, that helps gather your child's interest. And that's usually my first step in creating a STEAM activity, is you want to hook in your child and grab their interest. And in this book, we follow along with the story of Mr. and Mrs. Bird and their quest to find the best home possible and to make the best nest. So when you're going through the book or watching the video with your child, you can discuss what type of materials do birds use to create nests. And this is a great springboard too. If your child really gets into it, you can actually then use it to look up what type of different birds make different types of nests. Not every bird makes the same type of nest. So that's a great springboard into future investigations. So after you've discussed with your child things that birds use, like twigs, grass clippings, pine straw, you can, whatever you can use, then actually, if possible, in an ideal world, it would be best then to go outside and see, can you observe any bird nests? Can you find any? What materials are they using? And while you're doing that, go ahead and collect some of your own materials to build your nest. Now, I realize not everyone is able to go outside to collect their materials. In fact, as I said at the beginning of the video, it's pouring rain right here. So in that case, you may have to supplement with scraps of yarn or scraps of fabric, whatever you have available that can also build a nest with. And along with your collected materials, you can use a clay or Model Magic. Now, what I have simply used is an air dry clay recipe that's very basic. It's just a recipe of baking soda, cornstarch, and water. And I'll put a link to that recipe as well so that you can access that. But it's a very easy clay recipe that I make and use, and it works well. Now, before it started to rain this morning, I did get a chance to work with my 4-year-old, and she did build her nest here. We didn't collect as much materials as I would have liked because it did start to rain, but we did get a few, and you can see her clay nest here. Now, the big point in this is you want your child to build the nest. Do not build the nest or the clay form for your child. Do not show them a bowl. Do not make a bowl out of the clay. Let your child experiment with their own way to do it. And I think this is kind of the hardest part for adults, parents, or teachers, is kind of sometimes keeping our own hands off it. Now, my 4-year-old, she does have experience in making pinch pots. We have actually made them before. So she already had a prior knowledge into making the shape she wanted. So just know, based on your child or student's experience, they may be able to make the bowl easier than some other children. And so once you have your nest, then there are a few activity extensions you can do. Now, this nest, I have not baked it, or it's not dried yet, so it's still pretty soft. But a math extension would be using cotton balls or marbles and estimating how many eggs, your cotton ball or marble, you think will fit into your bird's nest. And then actually putting in and seeing how many eggs fit in your nest. Another art extension could be building a clay bird. And I do have a link in the challenge site of a tutorial of how we've made clay birds with preschoolers. So there are lots of different ways that you can use this initial building a nest challenge to then extend and further your child's learning. So just to review, our steps on today's challenge is 1, check out the story or book, The Best Nest. 2, collect and gather your materials. And 3, create your nest. Simple as that. Now, I am super excited to be bringing this 5-day challenge to you. As I said, I'm going to be live every day introducing a new challenge, but you can check out all 5 challenges right now by going to handmadekidsart.com/blog and then click on the first post, and that will take you to the sign up page where you can access all 5 activities. Once again, this is a free challenge. There is no cost, but we just want to be promote more STEAM or STEM thinking at the preschool level. We really don't need expensive or fancy materials. I know a lot of times we think of robotics and engineering type activities, and we think of more at the high school or middle school level. But our preschoolers are naturally born scientists, mathematicians, and artists, and we can do these same type of creative thinking activities but with simpler, easier materials for them to work with. So I hope you check out our day 1 challenge. You can use the hashtag 5-Day STEAM Challenge so that you can share your best nest. I hope you can post to our Facebook page right here at Handmade Kids Art, or find us over on Instagram, tag us at Handmade Kids Art, and use the hashtag 5-Day STEAM Challenge so that we can all see who has created the best nest. Well, thank you for watching, and I will be back tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time for our second challenge in our 5-Day STEAM Challenge. Happy creating!